So last weekend we saw the biggest robbery in boxing history with Rico Verhoeven against Oleksandr Usyk. Like at one point we realized that boxing is just a corrupt sport and it isn't even that skilled. Like MMA, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, all of those are way more skilled than boxing. In boxing, you can have a world-class athlete, a world-class champion, and then he gets beat by a kickboxer with his making his second boxing fight. You can see Floyd Mayweather, seen as one of the best boxers of all time, not even being able to beat Conor McGregor in less than 2 rounds. If this was switched, if Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather, he would have gotten beaten, like in 1 round. If Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou in MMA, he would have gotten beaten. And he even got beaten in boxing by Francis. Now back to Rico Usyk. This is the biggest robbery I've ever seen. Like, how is this even possible? Look at the judges. 2 judges had it tied going into round 12. And here are some tweets from people you may or may not know and their reactions to the fight. If you haven't seen the fight, Rico was basically beating the shit out of Oleksandr Usyk for the entire fight for 9 of the 10 rounds, and then Usyk lands some punches, and Rico covers up. The bell fucking goes, and the ref stops the fight right after the bell goes. Like, that's just crazy to me. And you could say something like, "Oh yeah, the ref just saved Rico from more punishment, bro." We saw fucking Tyson Fury get flatlined by Deontay Wilder and to let that fight go. Like, what the fuck is this? Boxing is a weak sport, and MMA is so much better. I'm gonna go into MMA now and how and why it's way better than boxing, especially the heavyweight division. Heavyweight MMA is better than boxing. It's better than boxing's MMA, and it's especially this year. For example, we have had fucking so many up and comers. We have people like Walter Walker, Brando Perisic, Talison Teixeira, Vitor Petrino, Mario Pinto, and Gable Stevenson. And then you can say like, oh wait, we don't have any personalities. Yeah, we don't have personality. Bro, we have fucking Josh Hogan. Yeah, he might be gimmicky. He might have a lot of brain damage, but he is cool, you know. At least he brings ice to the division. We even have fucking Alex Pereira moving to the heavyweight division. We have Thomas Espinal, one of the best heavyweight of all time, probably. Comparing it to last year, we've had John Jones and the more shit division where Tai Tuivasa was still in the top 10. Like, what the fuck is... I'm happy. I'm just happy to see how much better MMA is than boxing. Like, you would never see a boxer beating an MMA fighter in an MMA fight. Like, we've seen this before. We've seen this before when James Toney went to MMA and he got his ass kicked by Randy Couture. MMA is better than boxing. It'll always be better than boxing. Boxing is shit. Nobody cares about boxing. The only people that care about boxing is 12-year-olds that are big fans of Jake Paul and like his gimmicky fights, you know, like Paul versus Tyson. What the fuck was that? And heavyweight fights that have been coming up, like Derek Lewis against Josh Hogan, Alex Pereira against Cyril Gane. The winner of that fight is gonna fight Aspinall, which is just gonna be an amazing fight. If Cyril Gane somehow wins against Pereira, then it will be a lot more interesting because we've seen how the first fight went. Cyril Gane being a cheating shit. But if Pereira wins, that's basically a super fight. Thomas Alex Pereira, that's a super fight. Everybody wants to watch that fight. It's an amazing fight. We also have Talison Teixeira, who's just a 6'7" heavyweight. He's very big. He's going to be fighting Sergey Pavlovich. He's very big. Here is him next to Pereira. And then comparing this to boxing, in boxing you have Anthony Joshua, who's basically retired. Fucking Daniel Dubois, who has the charisma of a fucking donut. You have Tyson Fury, who's basically retired. You have Jake Paul, but that's fucking Jake Paul. And you have Oleksandr Usyk, who's pushing 40. So and then you have that's about it. I honestly hope Rico goes to MMA, and then I hope the UFC don't give him another 40-40 contract. What the fuck was that? Some bullshit. Rico deserves a lot more. But this is what I want to talk about. I know I didn't upload in a long time. My bad, bro. Yeah. But have a good day, everyone. Bye.